you're going to make a shoe and the next day it happens. So walk me through it from idea to how you got to speaking to people and how it got to being released in November.
2018, I posted a picture wearing sneakers from the brand Saucony. And when I posted that picture on Instagram, the company commented under the picture. When they commented under the picture, I used it as an opportunity to reach out to the company and let them know that we should do business. And that's how the initial conversation started. And over, I'll say 2018, 2019, I kept the relationship going and just kept the conversation going because they wasn't sure because they never did a collaboration with a person. They've only done collaborations with stores.
Right.
And so when the pandemic hit last year, 2020, at the top, one of the first positive calls I got was from that company because the guy who I've been talking to from the beginning, he had moved up in the rankings and was now the head of collaborations at the company. And he wanted to do collaborations with people and businesses that really were trying to actually do things in the culture, not just people just trying to make money or cash grabs.
Yeah.
And so he knew what I stood for because we kind of spent like 2 years, talking and him, following my journey and everything that I've been through and everything that I do, from my charities to my shows to, just who I am as a person. Very open book for the most part. And so he gave me that opportunity and that blessing at the top of 2020 when the pandemic started. So what is that? Like March. And I got to designing with another Trinidadian here in the States. Her name is Asha Paul. She's my creative director for my brand HOMMEWRK. And when we turned back into designs of what we wanted to do, they were blown away. They really appreciated it. They loved the story because Saucony was one of the first brands that I ever wore when I came over to the States as an immigrant. So it's kind of a full circle moment.
Nice. I was going to ask, would you call yourself a sneakerhead?
I'm kind of more of like what people call me, a sneaker god.
Okay. So how many kicks do you own from that brand already?
From that particular brand, Saucony, not as much as other brands, but probably still about 10 to 15 pairs.
Nice. All right. And I know that the other day on social media, I had a kind of back and forth with the post about the inspiration behind it. What went on there? I know that it was Hard Copy who posted their write-up. So was the issue when they're writing up, did they get the wrong info or what was it?
A little bit of both. Because they're an American brand and an American company, the way that they worded certain things, it came across offensive to Trinidadians. And they wouldn't have known that because they're not Trinidadian. And I was getting on a flight when the article came to me. And hard copy is a big deal here in the States. So I was just excited that we got our shoe done by hard copy. So I just posted it immediately and got on my plane. And I didn't have internet on the plane. So, and I fell asleep. And so when I woke up, I realized it was a problem. And by the time I landed, I just basically handled it because it was if I proofread it, or got Asha to proofread it, we would have caught those mistakes. But just, human error. So I addressed it on my social media, and it went viral in Trini, or amongst Trinidadians. And all publicity is great publicity because at the end of the day, This is not just my shoe. This is our shoe because the shoes are dedicated to Trinidad. My first collection with my brand is dedicated to Trinidad. We pick our brand is called HOMMEWRK because it's a curriculum based brand, and we pick a muse to base all the pieces off of. And each muse is somebody that you should do your homework on. And our first muse for this first collection that comes up next month with the sneakers is a lady by the name of Janelle Pena Commission. And she was the first Black Miss Universe in 1977 from Trinidad and Tobago, which is hundreds of thousands of people here in America that don't know that. There's people in Trinidad that don't know that. Young people who I really care about the most. So, because I know the intentions of my brand and I'm pretty much not scared of anything or anybody, I was able to address it and leave it at that. And, it is what it is. I did a lot of press in Trinity this past weekend. Everybody, at the end of the day, if you should be more proud of me than have a problem with me.
A lot of people actually commended you for immediately owning up to it and then threw support behind, possibly purchasing this. How was it seeing that reaction after the fact?
I mean, I'm a real Trinidadian. I was born there, so I know how Trinidadians are. My whole family is Trinidadian. So I was never worried. Never. At all. Like, you can't stop me. Nobody.
These shoes, are they, I know you said November. Is it any particular date? Is it immediately from the beginning of November? When exactly are they being released?
The 24th and the 26th. The 24th on my website, hommewrk.com, and the 26th on Sakani's website, which is Black Friday.
Right. And the price is?
100 USD.
Nice. So I guess what are you looking forward to now, having worked on something like this, which I think is major? What's next?
To scale all my companies. This is the first collection. So, every fall collection we do over a school's uniform. So I did over an entire school's uniform in California for it's a Black-owned school for children that come from under low income and underprivileged families and homeless, called Creed Academy. You can check out the school online, creedacademy.org, CRETE academy.org. So, for me, it's like, after I proved to myself that I could do over an entire school's uniform and the kids love it, is nothing that I feel I can't do. I'm more focused on, who's going to be the next school that I'm doing, and who's the next muse for spring, summer next year, because this doesn't stop. Like when you started, I'm dropping twice a year, spring, summer, fall, winter. So right now we're literally getting everything made and ready for next month, and then also at the same time preparing for who is going to be our spring, summer muse to base the pieces off of. And there's more colors in the shoe to come out next year. So, I'm focused on scaling my company.
So we can look forward to a lot more from you after this.
Correct. Very much so.
Nice.